Yeah.
Oh, how I feel.
Yeah. Well. Lieutenant. Yeah. Lieutenant. Yeah.
It was good, everybody, and welcome to another episode of NoLidPodcast. As you can see, we got a new setup today, so kind of bear with us.
You got kicked out. Evicted. It's only
Hey, it's the end of the year.
Yeah, you know what we're working on, getting some more equipment, to make some more great content for you guys. So just kind of bear with us for a little bit. But yeah, we're back. New setup. I got the guys here with me again. My boy Chi and Quinn. But today, as you can see, we have a very special guest. He's a longtime friend of ours.
Yes.
He's a pretty dope dude. He's also an upcoming YouTuber, gaming YouTuber. Make sure to check out his channel. What's it?
Thank you. Prince T.
Prince T.
Yeah.
PRIMZ. Capital T.
We'll leave the links in the description.
Thank you for this promo, bro.
Yeah.
He bigger than us, so.
Oh yeah. His name is Tobi, by the way. Yeah.
What's good? How you doing, my guy? How you doing, my guy?
What's going?
You too, my guy.
What's going?
Yeah. I'm happy to be on the podcast, bro.
Bro,
It's been a long time coming.
It's dope, man. We glad to have you here, especially for kind of what we have lined up today. As unless you're living under a rock, everyone knows Multiverse of Madness has came out, whether you went to see it or not. And of course, us being the Marvel fans that we are, we definitely saw it opening weekend. And I can just say that
My mind is blown.
that shit was hard.
It's highlight of my week.
That shit was very hard. Like,
gotta tap in, man. If you ain't tapped into the Marvel stuff, bro, like we said in the last episode, y'all tripping.
yeah.
Y'all tripping, bro. It's already been like what, 3 days? 4 days? Y'all's tripping, bro. Tap in.
And I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the warning now. We're talking spoilers. So, if you want to skip through this section, I'll leave the timestamps. But yeah, we're definitely talking spoilers. So yeah, Multiverse of Madness, man, that shit was wild, bro. Like, one, it was good to see the dude Sam Raimi that directed. That's the guy that did the first 3 original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, and he got his start in horror. So that's why this movie was a lot more scarier and all this shit. So that seeing how he played with the camera and stuff was pretty dope. But that's some film nerd shit. As far as just the actual Marvel stuff, man, seeing Doctor Strange again, I really like this one better than the first one. I don't know about y'all. I enjoyed this one better than the first one.
Definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
but there are some things that pissed me off. The first one is the truth.
Hard,
It's the truth.
It's not bad.
I respect the statement, but the first one was tough.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's easy, definitely, but I agree with y'all though, ultimately.
Yeah, these don't.
Better, ultimately.
It doesn't compare the
Yeah,
weight of the first
weight of them
movie
are
and two different things.
Different. But I mean, Multiverse of Madness was a ride.
Bro, where do we even start?
Yeah, it's so many.
Look, let's start with the opening, bro. The way this movie opened, it's just Doctor Strange and America Chavez running from a demon. We don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
And they're going for a fabled book, and it's shit goes awry. Doctor Strange tries to kill her. He gets killed.
Bro,
because it was the only way.
That's the point, bro. This man, Doctor Strange, got folded. I ain't never seen that shit.
Quickly,
he got killed by a demon, like a monster, bro. And
Of all things.
He was doing some fun stuff too. That Doctor Strange was not sweet, bro. He was crushing rocks. This nigga was doing some Naruto planetary devastation shit. He was doing some crazy shit, bro. He got knocked off like that.
And then just for America Chavez to be sent to the main Marvel universe, what we've been watching this whole time, and Doctor Strange wakes up and he's like, I just had a nightmare. What the fuck was that? And it's this nigga don't even know. It was real life. He just felt that. He lived that through his variant in another universe.
And that's what dreams really are.
And that's what the dreams in the Marvel, that's how that shit worked.
That shit had me thinking about my own dreams, bro. I was kind of bro, that means in another universe I'm doing some wild shit.
So deep. Wild shit.
Maybe, I don't know.
But it's and then just everything being revealed the way it was. These niggas don't know what's going on. They don't know where she came from. She's scared of this nigga because another version of this nigga just tried to kill her.
Yeah.
She's scared. She don't even want to be around him. But he like, nah, like we can help. And this Doctor Strange, you see, it's a different Doctor Strange now too. He's taken everything that's happened through the 5 years of them being snapped away, just fighting with Thanos and everything, and he's just trying to change and be a lot more happy. He even went to his ex's wedding. That's where everything popped off.
I feel like the movie started off Doctor Strange. This is why it's so wild to me. Doctor Strange was just taking L's at the beginning of the movie, like hella L's. I'm sorry, that first one, even though it wasn't him, that man got killed, like, and it was bad by a monster. Like, come on, bro. Doctor Strange handled those. He got dropped by a monster, and then this man went to his ex's wedding, bro. And he went there bitter, too. It wasn't even on no, like...
He still loved her!
Look, low-key, like, you can act like he was, like, you know, trying to be in good faith and whatnot, but that man was low-key still bitter. He came there and he was like, bro, like... I'm sorry, like, I messed things up. Like, bro,
that's so bad.
Why are you doing that at somebody else's wedding, bro? Go somewhere, bro.
To the bride.
Well, yeah, bro. This man was taking L's, bro. And then that one monster came up, bro. That one-eyed octopus monster squid shit, bro. I don't know what that was. That shit was scary, though. But, yeah, bro. That shit came up, and then this man he got knocked unconscious. His cape was trying to wake him up.
Yeah,
I forgot. I'm like,
I've never seen him knocked out.
This man, Doctor Strange is like taking L's. I'm like, bro, get up.
And then the current Sorcerer Supreme came in clutch, right then and there.
He finally did something, bro. Niggas were clowning him on like
all
all
the
the major movies.
Did
I'm saying, bro, in all the movies, if you look at all the movies, bro, Wong kind of dips out at certain parts. Bro.
But Wong
nigga tells him what to do, and then he dips. Because after that first fight in Infinity War,
he not as powerful as Doctor Strange.
I know.
That's all he is.
I'm just saying, it was funny. It was funny actually kind of see him do shit.
If you shitting on Wong, go slap yourself because that's crazy. Wong is actually useful.
I think
even if he's not the Sorcerer Supreme,
he has good plans, but it's like he doesn't have the strength to execute.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have.
That's why he relies on Doctor Strange for real.
I think how they marketed this movie was pretty good. Like I try not to watch any of the trailers, but you know they played the trailer at the end, the first trailer at the end of No Way Home for the first time, so I was forced to watch that. I didn't know that Wanda was gonna be the villain coming into this shit. That shit really caught me off guard. And what just made it even worse was how strong she is. She's already strong as hell off rip. But the book, The Darkhold, boosted her even more to where if I'm being honest, she didn't lose in this movie. Anything that she wanted to do, she did. The only reason why she stopped, she just felt bad. That's it.
Yeah. That's the whole reason the movie started was the demon that they were running after was sent by Wanda herself.
Yeah, and like we said before, like, if y'all still worry about spoilers, is it time to leave? I mean, actually, it's been time to leave, but at this point, we, like, going in, because I just want to go ahead and ask y'all, like, that was a surprise, of course. What else did y'all see as, like, a real big surprise that you weren't expecting this movie?
Illuminati. The Illuminati.
Okay, this is where I'm at. Because there's no fucking way that Reed Richards is dying that way. There's no way. It makes no sense.
Let's start from the base. There's no way Reed Richards was even introduced
in this movie. Yeah,
and like, you know, they casted the man perfectly.
W actor, bro.
Oh, W actor. Jim from The Office. Oh, the thing is, salute.
I wasn't even really like hip to all the stuff, you know, I was going online with them wanting this man to be in. But all I can say is, like, when this man popped up with his little portal thing, I don't know what happened. When he popped up, bro, I was like, bro, this is Reed Richards.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, whoever they got, this is who he's supposed to be, bro.
Yes.
Like, the fans won. The fans won. Because they were like pushing this shit for years. I'm just seeing this video. Like, please make John Krasinski. That's what I'm saying. In the last episode, we were talking about this shit, and so for this nigga to pop up, like, I'm not gonna lie, I damn near jumped out my seat when I saw the nigga, just because that was the last nigga I was expecting to see. Niggas was talking about superior Iron Man, bro. So that's really what I was expecting. But like, this shit,
I wouldn't sit there.
Niggas would have swore up and down they would have bet their last dollar that superior Iron Man was gonna be in this movie, and he was not. Like, everybody was wrong. It was Captain Marvel, like I thought. So yeah,
he's
I was right.
I thought it was Captain Marvel too, but like niggas were kind of convincing me that it was gonna be superior Iron Man. But I was like,
I knew Captain Marvel was a part of it.
I really thought it was Monica Rambeau, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I thought it was this Captain Marvel specifically. I definitely thought it was Monica Rambeau. I thought it was a really interesting twist how they made it.
Her mom.
Her mom, Monica Rambeau's mother.
And how did she die?
Nah, she died. She died in a lazy way. It was very lazy.
That was lazy writing.
It was very
it was.
Wanda, I don't even know where to begin with her. Like
First we gotta go down the list of who died first. Black Bolt, my nigga Black Bolt, who could literally disintegrate a nigga by screaming at him. He was killed. He killed himself, basically. Mm-hmm. She sealed his mouth shut, and he didn't have a mouth.
Wait, it's like your trump card, and
it's gone.
The worst part about it is he was like, bro, this man, look, Black Bolt could kill you with one scream from his mouth. It's like, bro, what mouth? This man, like, bro, and then he got vegetable, like, shortly afterwards.
And then right after that,
mouth was flipped inside out, then he got vegetable. Like, bro.
Reed Richards got turned into silly string. Come on, man.
She asked this man. She said, "Do you have kids?" He said, "Yeah." Is their mother alive? Yes. So they should be okay. And killed that man immediately,
bro. It hurt me because I was like, yo, this nigga's finally here, just for him to be dead 5 minutes later.
She was crazy.
With seconds. Got shredded for real, like in a shredder. That shit was nasty, bro.
And then right after that was Captain Britain. Good to see.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Take, I don't think Captain Britain is included in the regular.
Nah, this was a new one.
They had this other
take, based off the What If story. So
they did tease at it in like the posters and stuff. I've been hearing about it for a while. Mm-hmm. If you look at like the posters of the movies, niggas knew she was in it. But like the way she died.
Through her own shield,
yeah,
bro.
Who do y'all think had the worst death, honestly?
Man, Reed Richards. Mr. Fantastic should never die like that.
He just got mutilated.
No, the way
he was helpless.
No, but that's the thing. The way he screamed, you know that hurt, bro. Like he literally just got split. His face disappeared. His brain was no more. Everything that was like anatomically correct was not there.
It was like he lifted him up in the air and just watched it
scream.
Nah, that was horrible.
Machete, bro.
It was like that nigga got put in a shredder. That's what it looked like. And then he just fell out. I'm like, human string.
That shit was so bad, bro. She blew Black Bolt's brains out, bro.
And mind you,
he blew his brains out.
He blew his own brains out, bro.
And mind you, these people that have died, they are the strongest people to damn near almost exist.
The Illuminati that was
the Illuminati itself.
The multiverse,
that know everything.
They were monitoring the multiverse, bro.
Yo, and these are the same niggas. They had to kill their universe's Doctor Strange, and they murked Thanos. These niggas.
They dropped Thanos.
It took a whole war
they had a
to kill
sword.
Thanos.
This nigga Thanos was laid out with a sword in his chest.
Hold on, I think we forgot somebody, bro. Let's not also forget she fucking murdered Professor X.
Oh, no, I wasn't that nigga.
She bodied that nigga too. Yes. I was like, okay, yeah, Professor X. This probably the nigga.
That was the last death.
Like I was saying before though, like I was telling them, like Professor X. I'm not really that surprised just because, like, this man does have a track record of trying to go into niggas' minds and failing. Like, I don't know why, even though he's considered, one of the strongest, if not the strongest telepath, this man just, like, tries to go into people's mind multiple times and fails horribly.
I mean, let's be real. He's going against
Jean Grey, fucking Magneto. Mm-hmm. This nigga has an L track record. I'm not going to cap.
Who's he going against? Who's he going against? Like, these people are too strong for him.
I mean, Magneto, he can't even tap into Magneto's mind because his helmet. If he had a helmet, then Magneto's helmet. But Jean Grey, that's the thing. This nigga, he's not even close to the strongest telepath. So that nigga shouldn't even tried it for real. Because in his universe, if the mutants exist, he should have had a trump card. He should have had somebody ready for some shit like
I'm
this.
not gonna lie, that was a death that did surprise me the most though. Like I did not think. I actually thought for a second, okay, maybe he stopped her at least for momentarily. Yeah. This man got finessed in his own mind game and got killed.
Murdered.
She snapped that nigga neck.
She soloed this.
I was trying to use Genjutsu on Itachi.
I didn't look like that.
I already had a hella respect for Wanda after Endgame, and she almost bodied Thanos by herself. But seeing this shit just made me not only have more respect for her, but also just be even more scared because she soloed the Marvel Illuminati by herself.
The strongest Avenger argument is like.
It's valid. It's pretty valid now. Like it's
she can't argue that.
Let's not say strongest. Let's say more powerful. It's a difference.
Either way, she's up there in some of the top. Okay, she that argument can be made for her, bro. Granted, she was boosted by the dark
reality warping entity.
Like,
she's different.
All we need to know.
Overpowered
She is
Captain
stronger
Marvel,
than the reality
which
stone.
I think that was the biggest questionable thing that people didn't were confused about to like debate her strength. Nobody really knew she was actually like stronger than Captain Marvel for real. Bro, this movie, oh my gosh, that was crazy, bro. She threw her ass, like literally. She engulfed her in her own shit while she was at full power and threw her ass into a building, and it was horrible. And then she dropped the statue on her.
I honestly think they
That
tried
should not have killed. That should not have killed.
Yeah, that was kind of. I didn't.
They tried to hint
That
at
was
how
kinda
strong
weird.
she was though
That
in
was
WandaVision, because you had Monica Rambeau's daughter. They had the OD powers as well.
Yeah.
But Wanda just straight up threw her out.
Well, that was before. That was before
reality.
she got the. That was before she got the powers, though. That
But I'm
was
saying
before she got-
even after she got the power, she wasn't hanging.
I mean, she wasn't. She didn't. They didn't fight for real though. Like they kind of like scrapped it, but they didn't like really like go at it for real.
Yeah,
for real. But I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
she probably would have still lost because
She would've.
getting used to her powers. But yeah, they didn't really like.
And then on
go
top
at
of
it
that,
for
I
real.
mean, Wanda was too. She
The
didn't really
Darkhold.
have the knowledge.
yeah. And then
But she
adding
was
the
still
Darkhold into
strong.
that equation.
Yeah, she did have the power still, but she just didn't know what to do with that power.
Yeah, and then they again introduced America Chavez, who is kind of important. She literally punches her way through different
Multiverse.
realities and universes.
But she doesn't dream. That's a focus, like a focal thing. She does not dream. So like, she's the only one. One out of one in a whole multiverse. That's rare.
Yeah, like that.
One of a kind, literally.
Yeah.
It's safe to say now that they're definitely starting to hint at the young Avengers with her being hinted at, and not hinted at, her being introduced, and Kate Bishop being introduced in Hawkeye, and I forgot who's the guy supposed to play. What's his name? Patriot or like the young Captain America or some shit like that.
That's not confirmed yet though.
I mean, but he's there. He exists in that universe though, and with all of them already, so they're already kind of like. I definitely think that's something they're probably gonna be leading up to in the future for sure.
Shit, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, currently America Chavez is leading that team.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, like, bro. Well, I guess it's really Kate Bishop ultimately. Isn't that who normally?
Well, she-
No, because we forget.
I think I did.
But-
we forget somebody else though.
Yeah, there's other
Female Thor. She's running.
Of course, but anyways, as far as I'm seeing right now, like America Chavez is being set up for greatness. Like,
Yeah.
she learned how to use her powers so she can just travel through multiverses effortlessly. Like that gives you a whole bunch of options to do shit during the fight. And then she has super strength, obviously, from what we've seen.
Yeah.
I don't know what else she can do.
Piecing
she
up
probably hasn't
Wanda.
even reached, the full potential of her own power. Needless to say, like what she can actually end up doing if she actually like honed that shit. As we can see from the whatchamacallit movie, she was just getting started with her shit. So, and on top of that, she's over here training at Doctor Strange's temple, like getting her shit right with the motherfucking sorcery.
Too much.
So, I mean, I don't know, bro. As far as I'm seeing right now, she's kind of OD. She's pretty OD.
She was piecing up Wanda, right? And with each punch, she opened a portal to a whole different place. You said, wait, what did y'all say earlier? She opened up hell?
The first time she punched Wanda went back and it was hell behind her.
Oh God.
And like she looked back and she was like, "Oh shit! Like let me take this woman seriously." And then jumped out. And then she punched her again. And then she punched her to that universe's Wanda that she used to kill the Illuminati. And then she realized that was when she got her shit back.
So just to ask y'all, like, what would y'all say was y'all's like single favorite part of the movie? If you guys a big one.
Mine is easily seeing Reed Richards, bro. That
Just seeing
shit,
him-
just
just
literally
seeing
just seeing him show up because that's
Presence.
not what that was the last thing I was expecting him to
Yeah.
do. Especially because like them
Yeah.
niggas haven't even said anything
Yeah.
about the Fantastic Four movie to just throw this nigga in here like that.
Yeah,
It was
we
just
been
like,
waiting for that, man. That was,
Like, come
and that was bittersweet as hell. Like, it made you feel that one, bro. I swear.
oh
I
god.
don't know how you bring in the smartest man and then kill him immediately. He didn't even last 20 minutes.
How? He got
How the
5 minutes of
smartest man
screen
not last
time.
20 minutes.
You feel me? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
too good for that.
I'm sorry, bro. It just couldn't be Tony. Now let me stop. But,
Honestly though, my favorite part, and I feel like my favorite part of every like Marvel movie is always the end credits. Cause the end credits,
Oh yeah.
Doctor Strange and what's her name again? Clea. That's like they just introduced somebody, and then who's the actress that played her?
I forgot.
I can't even remember, but it's like a well-known actress. she popped up and she's playing Clea, and this man Doctor Strange got an eye in the top of like in the middle of his head, and she just comes out of a portal. It looks like where he fought Dormammu, and that's Dormammu's. We don't know what
she's related to him
in
some way.
Yeah, in the comics, that's her uncle, but it could be her sister in this one. We don't know. I mean, her brother. But yeah, like that was my favorite part because that's just opening up even more, and we know they dealing with some shit right now too. So
Type shit.
I know this is a little off track, but this man said couldn't be Iron Man, and I'm just gonna tell you now, Wanda would fold that
obliterate
nigga
that
in
man.
half.
Could you just answer the question?
Nah, bro, because you can't just say that and let it go.
Bro, we don't.
I said it and it's gone now.
Nah,
that's not true.
It's not
we don't
true.
need to go there.
What's your favorite part of the movie?
Bro, the same one he said.
Bro, really?
Dead ass. That's the best part of the movie.
That's how much stain that nigga has.
Yes.
Alright.
He
I'm
solidified.
not gonna lie, that was a high moment. I was not expecting that. That was probably the last thing I was expecting. I'm not finna lie to you. But if I had to say my own, I think my favorite part of the movie might have been the beginning. To be honest, there was just so much tension in the build up right before everything went left. With Doctor Strange trying to negotiate with Wanda, he was like, like you don't want to do this. Like, let's not take this route. Like we can work together. It was like, the full might of the temple like stands against you. And then they just started like going crazy, bro. And then I guess if I had to pick a moment out of that, it was probably when she like whispered into that man's ear and told that man to run. And he just messed up the whole formation. I feel like that part just exemplified like how deep Wanda had really like gotten, like even after the events of WandaVision. Like if she's moving like that to where she's just like controlling people on that level, like that's scary. So yeah, I really like that.
Blame it on Agatha. She did this to her.
I was not.
Gave it that dark hole.
I really wish they dove more into the horror elements of the movie because that shit was actually kind of fire. That shit was kind of fire, bro. Like this was. I really wish they did more of that, bro. Because like, Wanda herself was scary as hell. Like she wasn't no joke cracking villain. None. She was just all straight
honestly,
business.
Props to the actress, like
Elizabeth
props
Olsen.
To the actress Elizabeth Olsen. I don't even know where to start. Like,
Yeah, she did. That was amazing.
That was like, because after seeing it the second time, I just really like. I was paying attention to all of her like facial gestures and like body language and all that shit, and she was like killing that shit. Like it was like you could feel that she was like hell bent on getting what she wanted, and it wasn't like it was just full pure emotion, But that shit was a sight to see, bro. So I'm definitely excited. I was not expecting them to just like make her the main villain like that. Shit was like crazy in itself. Marvel really got niggas, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they got my ass with that shit too. I really thought she was gonna. I thought maybe the Scarlet Witch was gonna pop out at some point, but I didn't think they was gonna make her like the main villain like that. Like I don't know. Thought she was gonna be fighting alongside Strange, but guess not.
That shit. Man, there was again the scene where like she was going through the Illuminati stuff. She walked out covered in blood and shit, bro. Like them niggas, I really wish I really wish this was just a full blown like horror Marvel movie, bro. That shit probably
she was on Demon
would have
Time.
been like
you can't
hard
say
as
for sure
fuck.
though. You can't say for sure this movie was not for kids.
Oh yeah, this was
PG-13.
That's the thing. They tried to make it PG-13,
but this was still like, bro, niggas got cut in half. Nigga got his brains blown out.
Bro, that was bad.
Captain Carter got her side split open.
Bro, that was horrible.
At least it wasn't like too
I've never
bloody.
even seen the
But
MCU like great.
It wasn't
like
too
that.
bloody. What do you mean?
it wasn't that much blood.
It wasn't.
She was on a
bloody.
kill streak.
Compared to.
Do you remember when Doctor Strange ripped out the Cyclops' eye?
Yeah.
Like that
Oh,
was.
well, I mean that's not even real blood. Though.
But no, that's still
That
compared.
shit was nasty.
Take this movie and compare it to the rest of them. It's different. Than
In
like
Guardians of the
everything
Galaxy, they literally cut a nigga's stomach open. And green shit was everywhere.
Okay, the whole mood of Guardians of the Galaxy is goofy.
Goofy, yeah. It's
Like,
not like
I would say in a way
that
where
sense.
everyone is having fun at the end of the day.
I guess.
Bro, it was gory.
Yeah, this
That shit was everywhere.
this was pretty
It
crazy.
didn't seem that bad.
But speaking of her acting, like, what do you guys think was the peak of her acting in the movie?
The peak of her acting was, like I said, in that scene that I told y'all about when she was
when she whispered to dude.
when she was talking to Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
and she was like explaining to him how she had been like, trying to do the shit like the easy way, but now now they're making it hard and giving her no choice, and now this is her being reasonable. Just watching that scene, I was like, yeah, she like they casted her perfectly. Like that was peak.
They doing some cold ass lines. She was like, if you don't have her to me by sundown, it won't be Wanda that's coming for you. It's gonna be the Scarlet Witch. I was like, nah, it's up for these niggas. Yeah. It's up for these niggas, bro. There's no way.
But for me, it was probably when she was getting consulted by the Wanda she possessed, and she was crying because her children.
Yeah, that was her peak scene.
That itself was like, damn, because the Wanda she possessed, she wasn't even mad at her because she understood, because she would have done it too.
That's her.
She said, "Trust me, they're safe."
Yeah, they're safe.
And she was like, "Damn, I was thinking about killing," because that's what she would have had to do. It's still other Wandas and other universes that exist. She's just gonna have to replace them and make all of these children emerge into one somehow. And that's why she wanted to take her powers for herself. I don't even know. That shit was.
But yeah, Wanda was doing her shit. The only thing I was a little surprised about, I thought just maybe, that the White Vision was gonna pop up in this movie at some point.
Mm-hmm. She killed him.
No,
the White Vision?
No, she
He didn't. He left. Yeah,
he just did.
The White Vision.
Then the Wanda Vision, I don't know why.
People that were controlling him, and then he was just like, all right, I'm out. After he learned the truth. So I thought maybe he was gonna pop up.
Nah, if he would have popped up,
that would have made it
she
kind
took
of
care of
corny
him.
though. I'm not gonna lie. I like the way that they.
Cause she knew that wasn't the actual Vision, so she was like, "Bro, I'm not really fucking with him."
It would have been cool if he popped up and she like disassembled him, and that was just the end of it.
Yeah, they mentioned like this thing called incursions in the movies a lot, like, and that's simply when the two different universes or realities are like clashing together. And with that being mentioned, it got a lot of people talking about this leading up to Secret Wars. And Secret Wars is like a comic where in Marvel where all these different universes collided with one another, and you got these different heroes from different worlds kind of going against each other and whatnot. And that's what a lot of people have been speculating lately. So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think? Well, what do y'all know about Secret Wars? I'll ask that first.
I mean, I don't know everything that needs to be known about Secret Wars, all the way down to 1984 Secret Wars.
Yeah, there's different ones.
Secret Wars is really, to put it straight, it's the most important story when it just comes to establishing the multiverse, because it is literally everybody that you haven't even thought of, everybody that is like, it's gonna be niggas popping up when they make that. It's gonna be people that you wouldn't even think of seeing in a movie that you probably have seen before, but it's like, damn, they actually casted somebody and put them in this. It's gonna be crazy, because Secret Wars is a huge event. It's a huge event. Miles Morales, we all love him. That's where Miles Morales first emerged into Earth 616. That's the main universe. That's the MCU universe. So.
Oh yeah, and there was the idea that was teased when you watch Multiverse of Madness. If you could see like the first time America Chavez like opened the portal while Doctor Strange and Wanda were fighting with Wong, while her and Doctor Strange were flying through the multiverse, like the different multiverses, there was one that was kind of like, it kind of had the same similar art style as to like Into the Spider-Verse. So with that being said, do y'all think that like Marvel, like the MCU, might clash with Into the Spider-Verse, like possibly in the next movie?
Yeah, because they actually hinted at the X-Men '97 universe. So, and that's something that actually has been made already. It
really all kind of depends on Sony, for being honest, like, because Sony owns like all Spider-Man shit. Into the Spider-Verse isn't MCU. You get me?
They're not giving.
It's not. But then again, Venom isn't MCU, but he was in No Way Home, so it's possible.
It was
possible.
Venom and Andrew Garfield was in that.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. It's possible. It really.
They could just make a joint movie like they did with the Spider-Man movie. So I'm not even worried about that.
Yeah, I mean it'll be interesting looking forward to though.
Because the way the MCU just did it, they made it to where freedom with these stories is unlimited. Yeah. So everybody can eat off of this stuff.
Yeah.
If you another company making a movie, bro, you can eat off of it too. Let's take that person and put them in this movie somehow. Do it the coldest way.
And I'm just so excited going forward and just seeing what they do, man. Like you said, it's kind of limitless at this point.
The future of Marvel is up. I'll say the one thing about this movie that I did not like too much was that I expected this movie was pivotal, obviously, but it had a huge focus on Doctor Strange, which I'm not mad at necessarily. I only wish that maybe they could have like set the stage or set up for like other things a little bit more. There were certain hints, but like it wasn't normally the way that you would expect from like a movie as pivotal as Doctor Strange. Like they didn't really like give any major hint into like a next movie other than his own with like Clea at the end and whatnot in the end credit scene. But like for example, like I wish they could have maybe tied in something with like Loki, what was going on with that, and maybe like showed something because obviously the multiverse has been open due to what Loki did in his show. So they were traveling through the multiverse in this movie. It would have been cool if maybe like imagine if they were traveling through the multiverses and like they had like seen that man Loki and they were like, "What did you do?" And
I don't even think they would know at that point.
No,
because
one would know.
that's the thing.
No one
while
did.
all of
Nobody
this is
knows.
happening, and this is just where my mind is. While all of this is taking place, Loki, that shit probably happened, and now it is affecting them at that same time. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All of this is happening simultaneously
Fantasy type shit. Yeah.
because we know at the end of Loki when he started drifting outside of the timeline, he didn't even know what's gonna happen. Once they killed him, everything just started going haywire. At that point, I feel like that's where it's like, because we know these universes have to have existed, but they didn't have knowledge of each other existing. So like they basically just started to web together. It's weird. I don't know how they're gonna explain it, but it's like, yeah,
I think
we're gonna see them eventually.
I think Chief brought up a good topic. Is there anything else? Anything y'all disliked about the movie, or you wish that the movie had more of?
Oh, real quick, I wanted to ask y'all, did y'all notice this? How was Doctor Strange able to remember Spider-Man? Did y'all put that?
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't about. It was remembering Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Because Spider-Man,
it wasn't.
he was
Peter
still
Parker.
Spider-Man. Remember at the end of his
Oh,
movie
okay.
that it was still
Yeah.
fighting crime. They just don't know that it's Peter Parker.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah, everybody knows about Spider-Man, just not Peter Parker.
Because he was explaining
I
about
was kind of
Spider-Man.
confused because he was talking to America Chavez. He was like, we had that whole altercation with the multiverse with Spider-Man, with the Spider-Man hero. I'm like,
Yeah,
so does he remember?
but it was.
Everybody knows Spider-Man now,
Yeah.
just not Peter Parker.
Spider-Man has so much Dane.
Cool dynamic. I mean,
So what was y'all overall rating for the movie out of 10?
10.
Bro?
I
Nine
would,
and a half.
yeah, nine. Because there's no way you're killing Reed Richards. That took like two out of it.
I love Doctor Strange, but I will give this movie an 8.5. Maybe a 9, but 8.5 solid for sure. Just because, for the same reason, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they brought in the Illuminati, and for them to just like bring them and take them away, it was a rush of exhilaration. It was great, you feel me, for the moment, but ultimately, like for the future of the MCU and whatnot, it would have been amazing to just have at least some of them stay alive. Like all of them got knocked off, and it's like these are hugely pivotal like Marvel characters
And a little
that
too
everybody's
early.
been like waiting on. So it's just like, man,
It was a little
tough.
You don't think they exist in the other universes though?
They do.
The
On that
Illuminati
level,
is
though,
somewhere else.
On that level, though, I mean, the Illuminati obviously was presiding over the multiverse. Like, and they knew. I feel like they would have known. if it was-
Presiding over the multiverse?
They were the ones that were pretty much protecting that shit and making sure everything was in order. They said that in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. Now, there's not even really anything I necessarily like disliked about it. Only thing like I wish, like I said, there was more of a horror element. I really wish they kind of allowed this to be a rated R movie and allowed Sam Raimi to really dig deep into his horror bag for him, and that would have made this movie stand out
They did have their
so
own-
much compared to the other Marvel movies. But this was still a great movie. Like I'd watch it a third time. I'd watch it a third time. Or if anybody were to put it on, I wouldn't. I'd sit and watch the whole thing. Like I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was better than Spider-Man, but
Oh,
it was
yeah,
good. It was great. That doesn't take away from his greatness, but
Absolutely.
No, Spider-Man was 11.
just in terms of Phase 4
Spider-Man.
movies, it's not better than Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was above.
I mean,
Perfect.
to see Tobi
But
Maguire
Spider-Man's in
is
his
a
own lane. I
different
don't
thing.
really like comparing stuff to that.
Yeah. That's
Y'all think it's better than Shang-Chi?
What?
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I agree.
That's not really.
After watching it a second time, I agree. Shang-Chi was hard though.
How many times have y'all watched Shang-Chi though? Because Shang-Chi,
Man,
it's
only once.
I don't watch it like 6 times.
I understand, bro. All right, that's fine. 'Cause I watched it twice, and I was like, yeah, he's too cold.
That's the thing though, because that's why I like, because I in my mind, Multiverse of Madness and Shang-Chi link up somehow, because in the end of Shang-Chi, I don't know if y'all remember,
Yeah, Wong
when
came
Wong
and got
came,
him. Yeah,
and
yeah,
he was
yeah.
saying the rings are connected to something way larger than
what
we have knowledge of, and we need to figure this out. And I feel like that was like, in a way, kind of hinting that these shits came from another universe, because
Possibly.
we ain't never heard of nothing like what Shang-Chi has from anybody. You don't hear anybody talking about that. Because if Shang-Chi would have had the 10 rings when they were fighting Thanos, a lot of shit would have been a little bit easier. For real.
It would have been a force for
Just for how useful they were. So it's like,
I don't know if he would have stopped everything.
nah, hell no.
He would have been a force for sure.
It would have been useful, but nah, he wouldn't have stopped it.
I mean, either way, it doesn't matter who they have; they were gonna succeed anyway. It's just that Star-Lord had to fuck everything up. It's just himself is the problem.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that.
Story for a
I know,
different
because
day.
I would get into it. And,
But yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah, I highly encourage you all to go see the movie for yourselves, and if you have seen the movie, please leave your thoughts and your comments down below for sure. We definitely want to know what y'all think about it as well. But we thank y'all again for joining us for another episode of the NoLidPodcast. Again, please feel free to leave any feedback or anything in the comments. Feel free to follow us at the NoLidPodcast on Instagram. We got Twitter coming up soon. We're on all platforms. So be on the lookout. Also, once again, subscribe to my guy Tobi. We're gonna leave his.
Let them know where they can find you, man. Where can they find you for real?
They can find me on YouTube on Primz Primz capital T on YouTube. I just play games over there and do commentary or just try to do reactions whenever I can if I feel like it. But yeah, come through, y'all. Y'all always welcome.
So,
But we're gonna wrap it up for today. We thank y'all again for joining us, and we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.